Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to be discussing WrestleMania 8. And I don't know how you guys feel about WrestleMania 8. This is an event that's not discussed very often here on YouTube. You just don't see a whole lot of guys talking about WrestleMania 8 from the Hoosier Dome, April 1992. Now you're probably wondering why I'm holding up this WWF magazine from May of 1992. The theme of WrestleMania 8, your world title match. Ric Flair's the champion, won the belt at the Royal Rumble, and he's going to defend the title against Macho Man Randy Savage. Macho is going to try to redeem the lovely good name of his wife, Miss Elizabeth. Because if you remember, Flair and Perfect posted up a bunch of bogus pictures in the WWF magazine of Ric Flair and Elizabeth together, and Macho Man had all those pictures fixed in this episode. And if you remember right around WrestleMania 8, it was called a Macho and Flair affair. You'll see, if you look real close, see Ric Flair doctored these photos up of him and Liz sitting together when it was actually Macho Man and Liz sitting together having some popcorn, watching some TNT. You can see it up there. And I love Macho Man's collection. It kind of reminds me of my collection. He's got some VHS tapes, WrestleMania 4, of course, SummerSlam 89, third annual Survivor Series. Freaking badass. And see, Flair had all these pictures all doctored up. So yeah, anyways, you go to WrestleMania 8, you go to the Hoosier Dome. Flair's promising to show the big pictures of Elizabeth up on the big screen and whatnot. And Savage is pissed. Savage beats Flair for the world title. You know, Sid Justice and Hulk Hogan's the main event. And people are pissed about that. People really didn't want Sid in there. People kind of wanted, like, another guy but Sid in there. And then at the end, Ultimate Warrior made his triumphant return. Came out and trashed on Papa Shango. And it was... I like WrestleMania 8. There's Big Sid up there in the corner. I like WrestleMania 8. I thought WrestleMania 8 was cool. A lot of people don't like it. This was the first pay-per-view that I ever ordered. It was the first time pay-per-view had ever come to my hometown. So we went down to the local cable company. We got the box. We got all the stuff. And we watched WrestleMania 8. And then the Warrior came back at the end. And I marked out. I've probably seen WrestleMania 8 like a million times. And you just don't hear too much about it. Just people are just quiet on WrestleMania 8. You know, a Macho Flair affair. Everybody thought it should have been Hogan and Flair for the title. I even tweeted at Hulk once. And I said, dude, what's up? Why didn't you and Flair ever have your WrestleMania match? And Hogan tweeted me back and said, it was too big, brother. Vince McMahon didn't know how to handle it, brother. And so it never happened. So I think WrestleMania 8 is going to be remembered for not having Flair and Hogan in the main event. I feel like WWF kind of dropped the ball on that one. Even though they sold the Hoosier Dome out. When Flair Savage was cool, but I think the match everyone wanted to see was Flair and Hogan, and it just never happened. So... kind of curious to get you guys' thoughts on WrestleMania 8. You guys leave your comments below. There was a bunch of other matches. There was an 8-man tag and Tatanka and who did he fight? I think he fought Rick Martel and Skinner and Owen Hart and of course Sid and Hogan. You know, when the Warrior came back, and that's supposed to set up this year-long program in '92, but Hogan wound up leaving. You know, and Warrior was leaving, and Sid wasn't there very long. So none of those guys were around very long. I always remember that interview setting up WrestleMania 8 with Vince McMahon and Hulk Hogan, when Hogan goes, thank you for the memories, thank you for the inspiration, and thank you for Hulkamania, because Hogan was going to retire after that big match with Sid. What, he wrestled 20 years later. But yeah, the pictures of Miss Elizabeth up on the big screen at the Hoosier Dome. It's not even there anymore, the RCA Dome. Colt's got a new home, but... Papa Shango, you know, he was involved in it. You know, he came down and attacked on Hogan, and Hogan and Sid were going to try to end a Hulkamania, and then the Warrior made the save. So, guys, leave your thoughts. WrestleMania 8. Just curious what you guys think about it. Just another WrestleMania or what? I'm Gemini. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. You know, seriously, I'm such a dumbass. I was sitting here talking about WrestleMania 8, and I forgot about the Intercontinental match with Bret and Piper, where Bret won the Intercontinental belt. Great match. Outstanding match. So, anyways, I'm Gemini. Peace.